Hey y'all! Happy Tuesday. I was so tempted to say happy Friday. Listen, I was tempted to say happy Friday. It is literally just Tuesday. Is it just me? And it feels like it's already Friday. Like it already feels like this week is just taking us somewhere, doing something to us. Say yes in the comments if you agree. Doesn't it already feel like this week is like running by? First of all, 2024 is running by in itself. And that's a whole nother conversation at a whole nother time. Do you hear me? Like, that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. Like, it's a whole nother conversation. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Say hey in the comments if you're in. Say, give me a hey. I'm coming to the comments to see who's here on this Tuesday. It's raining where I am on this Tuesday. How is the weather where you are? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay? Come on in. How are y'all? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Not me singing. Not me singing. We're not going to start the singing tonight. We're not going to start the singing tonight. We're not going to start it. 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 Listen, we're not going to start it. Okay, come on in. So, we're going to just have we're going to talk about some things. But here's something that I want to say that has just been on my mind and just regarding me. Have you ever had moments where you're literally like, I need to check myself? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, I need to check myself because if I comment the way I shouldn't comment, it's not gonna go right. Like sometimes you have to have like a pep talk with yourself and be like, girl, reel it back in. Come on back here, or bruh, come on back in here. Have you ever say yes in the comments if that has been you, where you're like, don't go there, don't do that, reel yourself back in. Have you ever had that moment? Say yes in the comments. I want to know, because don't tell me I'm out here by myself. And so recently, I have been having these moments recently where I have to reel myself back in with my thoughts. With my thoughts. Do you ever feel like sometimes when you're thinking about different things, like you're just kind of like spiraling with the thoughts? Like you'll think about one thing and then you'll come up with another and you'll come up with another, and all these different things are like populating. And the next thing you know, it's like, you having a whole story in your head about what's happening and what's going on. So recently, I have been trying to challenge myself to not think the worst outcome. I've been trying to challenge myself to not think the worst outcome, to not think about like if I want to eat healthier or exercise for the week, that just because I quit last week doesn't mean I'm going to quit this week. So like I have to say, okay, I know you messed up last week, but like this week you're going to get better. Like this week it's going to get better. Or I have to train, I'm talking myself into like if I want to try something new, it's like, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. How will the pieces connect together? All these different things. And I'm trying to orchestrate all these different things, but I'm basing it off of what happened the last time. And so sometimes we have to have these pep talks with ourselves where we reel ourselves back in and we just say, stop. Somebody say stop in the comments. Just say stop. Like you literally have to reel yourself back in and just be like, stop. So recently, like that's something that I have been trying to stop myself in the middle of when I feel myself working myself up, telling myself I can't do something, or thinking that something's not going to work out, or thinking that I'm going to get the same outcome as before. I literally have to stop myself in those thoughts. And so I wanted to come on really quick to talk to the person that may be in the same boat with me, where you are talking yourself out of what God has for you. You are talking yourself out of your dream. You are talking yourself out of the decision. You are talking yourself out of being a better parent or doing something you haven't done before. If you're just tuning in, give me a hey in the comments. You're talking yourself out of something. And I wonder if God is just saying, stop. Stop talking yourself out of this thing. Stop talking yourself out of this moment. Stop talking yourself out of this opportunity. Because what I have for you is bigger than what you can see. What I have for you is bigger than what you see. But I think the root of it comes from a lot of times where why we like talk ourselves out of a good thing is because some of us have been let down so many times. Like when we enter into a new thing and it's good and it's fun and it's happy and it's working out, and then bam, something comes in and it just shocks us, and it almost strips us of our hopes. Like, it's going good. Have you ever experienced something like that? Like something has been going good, whether it's a relationship, whether it was like a job, whether it was like an opportunity, whether it was like this routine you have with your kids, and it's been going well, it's been going good, and something comes in and it interrupts us. What we feel is an interruption. It comes in as an interruption, and then we lose all of our hope. And we're like, dang, we knew something was going to happen. Dang, why couldn't it have worked out? Why couldn't it go the way we thought it would go? Why didn't it go as planned, God? And so we carry that with us when we're trying new things, when we're trying to take that new leap of faith, when we're trying to enter back into a relationship, when we're trying to put ourselves out there for another opportunity. We base ourselves off of something that happened previously. And I wanted to come on tonight to say to the person, give yourself a clean slate. Say clean slate in the comments. Clean slate. Give yourself a clean slate. Give yourself a clean slate. I know that your hopes have been shot. I know that your hopes have been almost made you feel like you were hoping for the wrong thing. I know that like things have disrupted your joy. They're coming in. Hey, mama. Mama says clean slate. That's right. Clean slate. Hey, Ernie, clean slate. That's right. A clean slate. Like, I wonder if recently you have been talking yourself out of things that God had specifically for you. Like, God is sending you things and you are talking yourself out of these things because you're nervous about what will happen. And I want some of us to stop living in fear. I'm talking to myself right now. I want us to stop living in this environment of fear. This environment of fear, this environment of if I do this or do that, it may not work out, and then it won't work out. We have to get out of this environment of fear. That's in our mind, that's in our hearts, this environment of fear. And so tonight, I want to say to you, it is time for your hopes to be restored. It is time for your hopes to be restored. Because what if the thing that you were hoping for didn't work out and that was your blessing from God? Like maybe the opportunity that you were wanting to work out and work for the good, maybe God saw what was behind that opportunity. He was like, that's not for you, son. That's not for you, daughter. What if it was something that like God saw that he was like, that's going to harm you rather than do you good? And I know it feels like it was taken from you. And I know it feels like it was disrupted from you. And it was like, it just left abruptly, whatever it was. But what if God was doing that to protect you? What if God was doing that to protect you? So give yourself a clean slate to say, God, I don't know what you have for me, but I'm willing to take a step. God, I don't know what's next, but I'm willing to trust you in the unknown. God, I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's happening, but I am willing to say, okay, I have to hope and believe in something that I've never ever seen before. I have to hope and believe in something that I've never ever seen before. And so tonight, I want us to start on a clean slate. with getting our hopes back up. Because some of us have not been wanting to make a move because we don't know what that move will look like. We don't know if we're going to get hurt again. We don't know if we put ourselves out there again, if it's going to work out, if it's going to make sense, if people will understand us, if people will accept us. I don't know if I'm just talking to me right now, but some of us have been operating in fear and not hope. Where are you operating from? Are you operating from fear right now, or are you operating from a spirit of hope? And hope is, I can't see it, but I'm believing for it. Hope is, I know that this is like risky. I've never done this before, but I'm hoping that it all works out. Hope is, I don't have none of the resources, but I'm hoping that God provides all the resources. Fear says, don't try something new. You good where you at. Fear says, don't leave, stay where you are. Fear says, you don't have all the money to do this. Fear says, do you really think you can do it? You're not really capable of doing it. You're not really qualified of doing it. But when we step into hope, hope is like, oh, I know who my father is. Hope is like, oh, it's going to work out. It may not work out the way I think it should, but it's going to work out. It's going to work out. So tonight, clean slate. It's almost like we're resetting our mind, a clean slate. I don't know if you're a part of the She Can Weekly Fuel devotionals, but yesterday at the beginning of the weeks we have weekly fuel, and I'll add the link here. But we talked about resetting our mind, and it was this verse. My brother, like in our family group chat, like we have a good time. And so my brother, he sent this verse in our family group chat this week, and it's Micah 7:7, and it says this, but me, I'm not giving up. I'm sticking around to see what God will do. I'm waiting for God to make things right. I'm counting on God to listen to me. So I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've been experiencing. I don't know what you've been going through recently, but I want you to operate out of a spirit of hope. And I want us to say tonight, goodbye fear. Goodbye fear. Yes, this is the verse I was just reading, Micah 7:7. Goodbye fear. Goodbye fear. You've got to go because there's no more room for you, fear. Goodbye, because we have things to do. God has us on assignment. God has things for us. And if we keep operating in fear, we won't go where God needs us to go. So I know that you have been let down. I know that people have let you down. I know that promises have been made to you that have not been fulfilled. And it has damaged your hope. It has made you believe that if I hope in something good, good won't happen to me. And you know what we do sometimes? We'll be like, I'm not even going to get all excited. I'm not even going to get all happy, because then if it don't work out, I won't disappoint myself. And, that's okay. But it's really something when you can have joy with you, like, hey, this is going to work out. It may not work out the way I plan it. It may not work out in my timeline, but I know it's going to work out. And I'm believing so much that it may work out, not when I want it to, but when God wants it to. And so with that being said, I'm hoping for the best outcome. Some of us have been operating in fear. Some of us have been operating in the unknown. Some of us have been operating in just being here. But God is like, I need you to get your hopes up, because I have big things for you. I have plans for you. I have blessings for you. I have resources for you. But if you stop hoping, if you stop believing, if you stop taking steps, if you stop trying, how can you receive any of those things? Where is your hope? Where is your hope? I know that you didn't pass the class last year, but this year you're going to pass your classes. I know that in the last relationship, things didn't work out, but maybe God is sending someone great and this relationship is going to work out. Stop talking yourself out of the blessings that God has for you. If He brings something good to you, accept it, receive it, because you are deserving of good things. Stop assuming that the worst is going to happen to you. Stop assuming that it's never going to work out for you. That is a spirit strictly from the devil. Strictly from the devil. Because just like Micah 7:7 says, but me, I'm not giving up. I'm sticking around to see what God will do. I'm waiting for God to make things right. I'm counting on God to listen to me. That's what we're standing on. That's what we're standing on. That's what we're believing for. That what we ask God for, He will do it. It may not be the same thing the same way, but whatever we ask God for, He will answer according to His will and His timing. So we're no longer operating in fear. We're no longer moving like we're fearful. We may move a little bit afraid, and I think that's okay. But as long as we're just moving towards Him, I know that God accepts that. Like, hey, God, sometimes we got to be honest with God. Hey, God, I'm taking this leap of faith. I'm trying something new with my kids. I'm trying a better attitude with my job. Excuse me. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I need your strength. I need your help. I need your covering. I'm nervous about how I'm about to be moving differently and taking these leaps of faith, but I need you, God. I need you, God. Anybody just need God? Say, I need you, God, in the comments. I need you, God. I'm adding mine to that. I need you, God. I literally need you, God. I need you, God. So I'm coming to you on a Tuesday for us, because this reminder was really for myself, but I'm coming in to remind us that we can no longer operate out of fear. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. I need you, God. I need you, God. We're no longer doing that because it's stopping the blessings that God has for us. It is time for us to get our hopes back up. It is time for us to start believing the things that God believes about us, the things that God says about us, the things that God has for us. Like, I just want to say right now, I don't know who this is for. You will be wealthy. The opportunity will come for you. Your marriage will be restored. You will receive the thing that you have been praying for. Your health will get better. God will answer your prayers. No need to worry and fear no more, because God is coming through for you. I don't know if any of those things resonated with you, but it is time to get your hopes back up. I see you. I see you. I see you, family, in the comments. I need you, Lord. We need Him. And it's okay to admit, like, hey, we've been operating out of fear recently because we don't know what will happen. We don't know what will happen. We've been let down a few times. And maybe we have to say that to God. God, it's been hard trusting you and trusting your plan, Lord, because recently when I've been trusting you and your plan, things ain't been going as planned. It's okay for us to be real with God. But the thing that we can always know about God is everything that He does is an act of protection for us. It's an act of love for us. So even though it did not work out as planned, that means He's sending something better. So you should shout right now, because the prayer that you were praying and He didn't answer it the way you wanted to, that means He is sending something better. Somebody say, sending something better. He's sending something better. He's sending something bigger. He's sending something just for you. So that's why you have to get your hopes back up. Because in the meantime, while you're waiting, we ain't speaking like it ain't gonna happen. We ain't speaking like it ain't gonna be done. We ain't speaking like it ain't for us. We are speaking like it's happening, and God is going to come through like He always does for us. We are releasing fear and stepping into hope. Somebody say, release fear. Release fear. We are releasing fear and we're stepping into hope. And so here's the thing. Yes, I love this. When one door closes, another one opens. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, start thinking about fill in the blank. What do I need to release? Blank. What do I need to release? And then what do I need to hope for? Ask yourself and dissect those two things before you go to bed tonight. What do I need to release? And what do I need to hope for? Have that time with yourself tonight. Okay, and so this brought me to when I've been planning. Okay, so go ahead and start tagging all your sisters in the comments because now they need to come on because that was my little pivot into where I'm going. Because you all know that we have been planning for the Hope Retreat. I don't know if you saw that last week, but sisters, we are headed to the cabin, and I am so excited about the Hope Retreat. Not me just turning up because I'm talking about the trip. The Hope Retreat is coming. Somebody say Hope Retreat in the comments. Okay, now we're switching gears and we're talking about the Hope Retreat. Tag your sisters, tell them to come on in. If you've been knowing your sisters that have been needing a trip, this is for them. Okay, so I don't know if you all have been seeing, but we have been planning She Can retreats. And one of the things that I wanted to do this year, and I feel like this was just a message from God to me, is like the sisters need time to plan and prepare and get their monies right for the trips. And so we have planned in advance this year with our retreat. So we have the Rest Retreat that is on a beach house in Perdido Key, Florida. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's for the sister that needs rest, to be rested, restored, and rejuvenated. Okay. And so then in February, right after the new year, I'm going to call this the New Year party too, because it is right after the new year. We're having a Galentine's retreat in Ellijay, Georgia. So excited, at a luxury cabin in Ellijay, Georgia. And so I'm so excited about it because I love these young ladies so much. It's like, oh, hey, Miss Peggy. So that is what we're doing in February. We're having a Galentine's retreat. And I am so excited about this because if you all know me, you have seen the past few years, I've done Galentine's with my sisters at a restaurant or at my house or whatever. I just love a good time. And it's a Galentine's retreat, but it is the Hope Retreat. And that is the retreat where we are, we are specifically tuning into what God has for us, what God says about us, and what we will hope for. So like we're setting things in motion for like, not only are we going to have the faith, but we're going to have the actions and the belief behind it to like walk through this thing of whatever God has for us. Okay. And so the Hope Retreat, I'm so excited about it. We're going to have a good time. Listen here. When I say Galentine's, I'm just going to say pack your bags because we're having a Shades of Pink Galentine's night. Beautiful dinner. We're in this beautiful cabin. If you have not seen it yet, it's at shecanmovement.org. You have to go on right after the live to secure your spot because I heard there's a discount. So check your email, and the discount expires in a few days. But that's in another whole thing. Let me keep going with the Hope Retreat. Yes, we heard you. Discount is here. So we're going hiking. We are where our cabin is. It's right on the streams of like beautiful water. So we're going to be able to hear the water each morning. We have a fire pit there. Somebody say s'mores night, s'mores night, s'mores night. Yes, we're having a s'mores night. We also have a hot tub there. How are we going to go to the cabin without a hot tub at the cabin? Come on, somebody. How are we going to go? How are we going to go to the nice cabin without the hot tub? Yes, the hot tub is there. So there's the cabin, there's the hot tub, there's the fire pit. And I just know this is for a sister that needs to get her hopes back up. It is January 31st through February 3rd, a nice weekend getaway. Sisters from all over are coming. I think that the King Suites are already booked out. I think, but let me tell you about the rooms. Okay, so I'm going to the rooms because that's what everybody wants to know on each retreat. Tell us about the room. Okay, so there is a She Is Restored suite, and that is a master king suite with a private bathroom just for you. So it's called She Is Restored suite. It's just for you. It's a room to yourself. If you need that, if you feeling bougie and you like, sis, I need all the hope just for me and I need to get restored by myself in my own room, but I'm with y'all for everything else, then that room is for you. Okay, then we have another room called the Hope Room. So excited about the Hope Room. It has 2 full-size beds in there. And so you share that room with a sister, but you have your own bed. And that's where the hope talks are going to be going down. The hope talks are going to be going down in there. The prayer is going to be going down in there. That is literally the hope room. Okay. That's the hope room. Then we have the sisters palace. And we got to be luxury. So this room has like 4 luxury. It's like in this bunk style room where it's like 2 full beds, 2 queen beds, and it's the sisters palace. That's where more hope talks will be happening, pajamas, snacks, all of that. Okay. It's going down. It's going down in the sisters palace. And then right after that, we have share king suite with a sister. And so how that works is you book with a sister that you know, or you book half of that room, and then another sister gets assigned with you, and you all share a big king bed. So it's either you bring a sister with you, or we match you with someone and you all share a king suite together. And so the Hope Retreat is going to be filled with sisterhood. Some of you may be wondering, like, well, what if I don't know anybody? Let me tell y'all, this is why you have to go to our website to see our previous retreats. People did not know each other. They came not knowing people and leaving with sisters for a lifetime. So it does not matter if you know someone or not, you are leaving with sisters. Do you hear me? Somebody say leaving with sisters. You are leaving with sisters behind you, beside you, encouraging you, and there for you. Okay? So that's that. Okay, where do you have to fly into? Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is where you fly into, and it is not far from LJ, Georgia. And then we talk about how you get to the cabin. A lot of times, if people are flying in, they'll get on in the car with another sister or with me. However it works, we just need you there, sis. So get there. So you fly into the nearest airport. That's Atlanta, Georgia Airport for the Hope Retreat. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about getting our hopes up. And then we're talking about the Hope Retreat, where we're going to be putting some of that action into work. Okay. You're wondering, well, sis, what will we be doing each day? Okay. We have designed unique workshops for you to get your hopes back up. There are sisters activities there. Remember, this is the Galentine's edition. So we having girls night. We having pajama night. We having game night. We having a good time. We get in the hot tub. We're doing s'mores. We're getting serious about where God is taking us. We're also creating hope boards. I am so excited about the hope board workshop because I'm not trying to tell y'all everything because I love surprises. Oh, I can kind of show y'all. So this year I did like a vision board, but this is my vision board, right? So we're doing something similar to this, and they're called hope boards. And so it's one thing to put things on a piece of paper, but are we really hoping for those things to happen? So we're doing a hope board this year, and I'm so excited about that. So that's another thing on it. We're also going on a sisters hike. We're going on a sisters hike. Now, we be cute with the hiking. So it ain't going to be like that serious with the hike. It's going to be it's going to be manageable because we can't be out there. You get what I'm saying. You know where I'm going with that. So bring your tennis shoes with that. Bring your bathing suit. Bring your tennis shoes. Bring all of those things because literally, we're going to have a good time. Okay, what else are we doing? So then every day you connect with a sister. We have prayer partners. We have hope questions to like get your hopes up each day. You'll have sisters that are holding you accountable. We'll be doing exercises to get your hopes back up. My mama said we can't sweat those edges out with the hype. And we cannot, mama. We cannot because it's already wintertime. So we cannot. So the Hope Retreat is like your girls' getaway, like your Galentine's girls' getaway. I cannot wait for our shades of pink dinner. We gonna look good. We are going to look good. I cannot wait for that. And that night we'll be diving into like fun and deep conversations, and the room will just be filled with love. That's how I imagine it. Like the love room that night, like the room will just be filled with love. So if you are needing to reconnect with sisters, to get your hopes back up, to reconnect with God, to get away for a few days after the new year, at the end of the new year, let this be your treat to yourself. Like if you've been like, hey, I know I've been down. I know my mindset hasn't been the best. I know that like I have not been myself. I need this retreat. Do this for you, sis. Do this for you, sis, because we're going to be there encouraging you, loving on you, hoping with you and for you, believing with you and for you. Then this retreat is for you. This retreat is for you. The Hope Retreat, January 31st to February 3rd in Ellijay, Georgia. You fly in to Atlanta, Georgia, and you go to shecanmovement.org right now to secure your spot. Some spots are already taken. I think we have one. She is Restored King Suite left. The sisters have been on that because they are ready to get restored. We do have some other rooms available, but if you want that She is Restored room, you need to get that tonight. And secure your spot tonight. We also have a discount going on right now, so check your emails. All of our She Can sisters that are Weekly Fuel email subscribers, you got a discount code in your email. Use that as your booking. I want you on the Hope Retreat, sis, because it's time for you to get your hopes up. It's time for you to stop thinking the worst about where God is taking you. It's time for you to forgive yourself. It's time for you to reconnect with God. It's time for you to get your hopes back up. And that's why we're taking a whole weekend, a girls' weekend, to get our hopes back up on the Hope Retreat. And I am so excited because I'm like, I've never done a Galentine's getaway. So I'm like, we about to have a good time. We're about to have a good time. And y'all know we're going to be eating good snacks. Y'all know we're going to be eating good snacks. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. We're going to be eating good. But then we're going to go on the walk. So it's going to all even and plan out. I don't know if the Hope Retreat is for you. But one thing that I do know is that either retreat can be for you. It can be the Rest Retreat. You know, we have 2 retreats going on right now. It can be the Rest Retreat or it can be the Hope Retreat. I want you to go to shecanmovement.org tonight. I want you to look at the retreats. I want you to look at both of them. And then I don't want you to hesitate. Secure your spot. Do something for you, sis. If you're watching this live and you know you need to treat someone to this retreat, be like, hey, I want to treat someone to this. Tell your sis, you need to be on this. We need to go together. Or you need to go and I'm treating you with this. That's my vision for it. If you know somebody needs to be there, tag them in this video. Be like, girl, you need to be there. Recently, you haven't been opening yourself. You haven't been hoping in what God has for you. You kind of lost that because of circumstances. You've lost that because of things that have happened to you. That weekend, transformation is taking place. That weekend, our hopes are getting restored. That weekend, are we praying together? That weekend, are we releasing fear? Come on. We ain't playing. We getting our hopes back up that entire weekend. When we come back, people gonna be like, where you been? The Hope Retreat, and don't play with me. Because I'm Jesus up right now. I got my joy up. Don't play with me. When you get back from the Hope Retreat, people gonna be like, who are you? I'm me. I'm a restored me. I'm a hopeful me. I'm a better me. That is how intentional we are planning that entire weekend for you. So, sister, get ready. And I want you to bring your most comfortable pajamas and most comfortable clothes on this here cabin trip. Why? Because when we get to the cabin, we got to get cozy. Somebody said cozy in the comments. Go ahead and say cozy. I'm adding my cozy there. We're getting cozy in the cabin while we're getting our hopes up, while we're becoming restored, and while we're becoming reconnected with God. Oh, the girls are coming in there. Yes. Come on, somebody. You need to be there. You need to be there. And you have time to plan. You have time to plan. Okay. So here's what some of the sisters are doing that have already booked. Sisters, if you've already booked and you're watching the live, say, I'll be there. Because several sisters have already booked. Okay. So this is what they're doing. They're saying, okay, I can't go get my nails done for a few weeks because I'm going to the cabin. They're saying, okay, I can't go to Chick-fil-A today because I'm going to the cabin. Now I'm talking about me. Okay, I can't go shopping. I can't go to the mall this week. I can't go on Amazon. I can't go on Shein this week. I can't go on Fashion Nova this week. I can't do all that because I'm saving for my retreat. When was the last time you did something for you? When was the last time you stepped away and you just had a time for you and yourself? When was the last time? It's time. It's time. We have, and let me say this. So your package includes, when you go to it, everybody's like, this is a steal. Okay, we know it is because we want you to come. Your package includes your room, all of your activities, surprises, all of your meals, all of your meals. You ain't got to worry about no food. All of your meals are there. And everything that we're doing, it includes that. Everything that we're doing. I know. Just think that you're going to an all-inclusive when you come on these retreats, because we want to provide everything for you so you can really like relax and really like rest and really like not have to do a lot. Just like be. You know how like when you're at home, you're always having to do things, or at work, people are always calling on you. Imagine this weekend where you're being served, where you're being waited on, where you're being like, it's just about me this weekend. That's the Hope Retreat. That's the Hope Retreat. That's it. Okay. January 31st to February 3rd, Hope Retreat. I want to see you there. Message me if you have any questions. Email me if you have any questions. Say, sis, what about this? If you need me to help you budget for it, let's sit down and let's talk about how you're going to budget to come. Because you have to be there. It is time for you to get out of your norm, to see a new place, to experience God in a new area, to meet new sisters, and to dream again. I don't know who this is for, but it is time for you to get out of your routine and your norm, your city, your state, your country. It is time for you to get away from what's familiar and to step into a space that's unfamiliar, to be with you, God, and other sisters for a weekend to get your hopes back up. It's for you. It's for you. I don't know who I'm speaking to right now. It's for you. You need to secure your spot. You need to be there because your hopes need to be restored. You have allowed, and I'm talking to me. Woo, I be talking to me, y'all, and then I just say it out loud. We have allowed certain situations and circumstances to stop us from believing the best about ourselves and believing the best that God has for us. That's why that weekend we're tackling everything that God has for us. We're tackling it all. And we're becoming hopeful again. If you know you need to be on the Hope Retreat, say Hope Retreat in the comments. Make some noise in the comments and say Hope Retreat. Some of you already have secured your spot for the Hope Retreat. I see you. If you know that you need to be on the Hope Retreat, say, sis, God gonna make a way. He gonna make a way. I'm coming. And you know what? He gonna make a way, but we also gonna walk alongside him and do our part. What I say, we can't go to Chick-fil-A every week. What I say, we can't get our nails done every other week for these next few months because we're going on the Hope Retreat. That's how I'm able to travel, y'all. If y'all want to know, I said I'm gonna start doing some travel tips and stuff because, you know, sometimes some people be like, girl, how do you get to go there? What do you get to do? Y'all see how my hair need to be redone? Don't judge me. My hair need to be redone. Yes, I've talked to my braider, but I can't go get them redone as often because I may want to go do something. Or y'all see how these nails ain't done right now? It's not that I don't want to get my nails done, but if I'm trying to go somewhere and do something, I have to prioritize and budget until the funds allow me to do it all at once. And that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping. Ooh, hopes. We're hoping that we get to a place one day, and it will happen, that we have income and we can do this, and this. And we give God what he needs, and we serve others, and we help others, and we give back to things, and it just all works out. But while we all on this budget here now, something's got to be prioritized. And so that means sometimes the nails can't get done. It might mean some press-ons. Come on, press on somebody. If you are a part of the press on ministry, say press on ministry in the comments. Press on ministry in the comments. In the comments. I love me some good press-ons. Don't play with me about some press-ons now. They may pop off, but I love me some press-ons, okay? So I want to see you on the Hope Retreat. I want you, most importantly, I want our hopes to get back up. I want us to release fear and tap into hope. And tapping into hope means believing what God says about us. It means believing who God says we are. My mama came through. She said, Press On Nails Ministry. Yes, mama. We love some press-ons, girl. We love them, and we wear them. No shame in our game. Pop off. Yeah, not her saying amen to when the press-ons pop off, because they do be popping off. They do. They do. I love y'all. Hope Retreat. Get your hopes up. We're getting our hopes up. We're starting tonight. Because remember, the question was, before we go to bed, what is something that I need to release? And what is something that I need to hope for? Okay. I love y'all. We're going to go live again, and we're going to talk about the retreats again. But in the meantime, you need to secure your spot. You need to go to your email. If you are not a part of the emails and you want the coupon code, message me and I'm going to send it to you. Because you need to be there. The She Can subscribers are getting it first, which a lot of you are already on there. They're getting a chance to book their spots first, and then we're opening up to everyone. The Hope Retreat. I'm so excited for the Galentine's Girls Getaway. I can't wait. Meet me there on the Hope Retreat. I cannot wait. January 31st to February 3rd in LJ, Georgia. You're flying into Atlanta, Georgia. It is going to be such a good time. I can't wait to see how God is going to restore you, love on you, introduce you to a new version of you, connect you with new sisters, and get your hopes up. And get you back to a place where you're trusting Him again. And getting you out of the noise that you're normally around and taking you to a quiet place to just reconnect with Him and other sisters and yourself. It's going down on the Hope Retreat. I love y'all. See y'all on the Hope Retreat or the Rest Retreat. But go just check out all the retreats at shecanmovement.org. Love y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember, we're getting our hopes up. God, before we get off this live, help us to release any fears, worries, or anxieties to you. And help us, God, to hope in what you have for us, to hope and believe in your word, and hope for the right things to happen, God. We believe in you. We trust in you. God, even on days where it's hard, we just ask that you give us the strength that we need. We thank you, God, for everything. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I love y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Ooh, okay, I see y'all. Cuz, come on, that flying got me. Come on and fly. Come on. Love you, sis. Love you, Michelle. Michelle, you need to come on one of the retreats. Ernestine, come on one of the retreats. Love you, mama. Okay, Hope Retreat. Start thinking about it. Love y'all. Get your hopes up. It's time. Bye.